Hey guys, good, the bad, the unusual. I'm just gonna do a quick video. I'm about to leave Monday for a few weeks, so I figure while I got time I can do one more. And for my unusual, I want to talk about a little project that I've been working on. It's in the very, very beginning stages, but it's something I'm definitely gonna get around to doing and completing. Anyway, my good is gonna be a film called X. Whoa, I got a camera set up different. Not used to using my left hand. Anyway, X is an Australian film. It's about two prostitutes. One is like a high-class ritzy prostitute, and then the other one is a, I don't know, lower, not as expensive prostitute. It tries to show the difference between the two. You can tell one's high-class and with all these rich people, and the other one's like a street-walking hussy, if you will. Anyway, their paths cross. They're supposed to do some, I don't know, date together. And then they end up, the guy that they're both going to do this date with gets killed. And the murderer finds out that those two are in the room, and then he tries to track them down. And it's basically about how they deal with it. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, but I was really interested in it. And it's not too explicit either. I had a feeling that it was going to be a pretty explicit film, just because the title's X, and if you look at the cover, it just looks like it would be. It's really not that bad, though. It's not rated, and IFC put it out here in the States. Definitely a good watch if you come by it. Alright, my bad. This one I knew very little about, but I found it in a 2-disc collector's edition, used, I think either Movie Stop or one of these used places around where I live, and it was really cheap, so I just picked it up, kind of a blind buy almost, and it's called Latitude Zero. Now, it is put out by Tokyo Shock, and this is their 2-disc collection for the film. It comes with this disc right here, which is Tokyo Shock trailers, and then on the inside here, they have 2 different versions of the film. The international version, and then the Japanese version of the film. Now, it's a Japanese movie, but it's more of an international film. It has some actors from the States in it as well. And it's hard to see the pictures there, but basically it's kind of like the Fantastic Voyage or that kind of stuff. Small little I don't know, the people that get shrunk down or whatever, like those kinds of films. But this is about an underwater sea adventure. There's some evil dictator who lives underwater at Latitude Zero who's creating creatures, kind of like this bat creature here. And they accidentally stumble across it, and they get captured by it, and it becomes like a standoff, if you will. Very 70s. I don't even know when it came out, but just from watching it, it gives you the feel that it's from the 70s. Anyway, it wasn't very good. I tried to like it, and I still didn't, so I don't know. I'll probably never visit that again. Oh, one more creature though. They got a griffin too. And the creatures are so funny looking. They look like Jim Henson puppets. Very funny. But the movie's slow. That's the thing, that there was some very interesting stuff, but it was just so slow and it took so long to get interesting that I had a hard time staying, with it. Okay, lastly, my unusual. I'm going to talk about the film first, and then I'm going to talk about a little project that I started. The film is called Dandy Dust. It's, I want to say, Scandinavian, possibly German. Anyway, it's a very, very not well-known film. I know there was a VHS release of the film, and I believe there was some sort of foreign DVD release, but you can't find it anywhere. That's why I just have a cheap DVD-R. This film is so hard to find information about that I can't even find enough pictures to create a cover art for my disc. It's incredible though. It's like if I made a film, that's how I would want it to be. It is that awesome. Very colorful, sporadic. It's got a cyberpunk feel to it. A little bit vulgar, definitely rated R, not for the kids. Some nudity, some sexual situations. But it's like an acid trip in front of your eyes. It reminds me a bit of Dr. Caligari. If you've seen that, the one from the 90s, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Just colorful, sporadic, sexual themes. just bizarre thoughts and ideas throughout the whole film. Alright, with that being said, that being the unusual film, I want to talk a little bit about a project. Now, I have not started this. I've just done my research and I've done some planning, but I haven't done anything yet. I'm thinking about purchasing the rights to distribute a film and then do a limited pressing for the film. Put it in, a nice case, nice cover art. You get an insert, possibly have all the inserts mailed off to the director. Maybe get him to sign the first 100 or something, but a limited press, like limited to 300, kind of how they do those hard boxes, but just for some really weird films. Now I have a bunch picked out. Dandy Dust happens to be like my ultimate goal. If I could release that here in the States, that would be an honor. And because there isn't a very huge audience for that type of stuff, I think that a limited press would be the best way to handle it. But I did my research on how to purchase the rights to distribute. I did my research on pressing, and I've found 2 different companies that I think would do like really nice, legit looking cases. I prefer to do digipacks because those are kind of my favorite thing. But it's something that I'm really interested in. I want to know what you guys think of that. Would you guys be interested in it? And what films would you be interested in? I only want to do films that have no release at all, because those would be the easiest to obtain the rights to, as the rights probably belong to the director or the company, the VHS company that released it forever ago. And both of them would probably be willing to sell the rights for very cheap. And also because that's just my thing. I really like really obscure, weird stuff, so it's something that I would like anyway. But Dandy Dust is high on my list, along with The Green Elephant, which is like a Russian extreme film, and then a few Japanese films as well that I'm looking into. I'm actually contacting the directors. I wrote up like a proposition, if you will. I wrote up what prices are you guys looking for, and if the numbers all come out semi-decent, I'm not looking to make money, just to make something for the people who appreciate those films. So if that works out, that's something that I'm going to be getting into. I wanted to know what you guys think and what films you think should get released that don't have a release at all. Again, it's got to be something underground. It's got to be something, low budget, obscure. It can't be like something that MGM did in the 80s and they just haven't released, because of course they own the rights and they're not going to sell it to anyone. Same thing for like Full Moon. You can't say Terror Vision, because Full Moon owns the rights to that and there's no way they're going to sell it to someone. And by the way, I did also find out that those hard boxes that everybody collects, X-Rated Call, XT, I forget some of the other companies, I think 84, a lot of those, they don't even ask for the rights. They just get a copy of the disc, they have them burnt, they have the cases made, and they just sell them. They don't even give any of the money to the people that made the films. It's simply, and that's because each country has its own distribution laws. Here in America, it's a little bit stricter than in some of the other countries. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. That was my good, my bad, and my unusual. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you in a few weeks.